What's up, guys? I've had a bunch of people ask me to do a follow-up video on this because I did my original video about a year and a half ago on these boots. These are the Garmont boots, basically the boots that they have out, minus the Falcons, which I returned because I wasn't a huge fan of them. So just want to do a quick down and dirty review after using these for about a year and a half in a schoolhouse environment. Went to the EOD schoolhouse, was TAC P, cross-trained over, was gone for a while, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I used these in actual conditions and was able to run through all of them and all their paces. So again, that pipeline was about a year with the prelim and the schoolhouse, most of it being outdoors. So these boots have a lot of outdoor use as well. So I kind of tell you how I use them and kind of what I feel like they're best used for, and hopefully help someone out. That's all I want to do at this channel, help people out, and I'll try and make this short and sweet. So the Anthems, these ended up being my favorite, like just nice boots. Like if I had a lot of classroom work on a certain day, I just wear these on the inside and they're super comfortable. The website does say to get these like almost a half size bigger, which I kind of agree with, because when I initially got these were the only ones that were a little bit tight and I had to break in. My right boot was a little bit tighter, so I literally just dunked it in a bucket of water, soaked it, and then wore it for about an hour to let it kind of form to my foot and let it dry, and that seemed to help out. But again, as far as a nice office work boot, if I had to do like 75% inside, 25% outside, this would be a great boot. Could be great in the field too, but that's just kind of how I use this boot. I kind of just picked it almost last to keep them nice. The Bafidas, whatever you want to call them, these were my workhorse boots. I actually use these on test days, which meant I had to run quite a bit outdoors with them on every time I took a test. And they're not great for running. The sole, again, like I told you before, it feels heavy. It's kind of like that jungle boot where it's heavy on the bottom and lighter up top, and you definitely feel that. These are great for if you're just gonna be doing like tent city work where you're building tents, you're building things, or maybe you're just in a field environment where you're not having to ruck around a lot. I would pick these. And again, this is if I had this selection. Could these work for, yeah, long troop movements, a lot of rucking? Absolutely. But if I had to run or go fast pace, I wouldn't be picking these boots. They're just good, solid workhorse boots. It'd be something like if I needed a steel toe, if I had that type of job, I'd probably pick this boot because it's more of like, again, just that workhorse style. My NFSs, I picked these the most. I wore these the most. I ran the most in these. I probably put about 50 miles of just running on them, not to mention rucking. There were days I had to run 3 miles just in the sand and grass and stuff, and I wore these boots. And I ran the most in these boots. So these were my go-to, just if I needed to do it. If I didn't know what I was gonna be doing that day and I needed to be doing anything, I'd grab these boots. That's why they have the most wear, because I wore these the most. So if I had a job where I was like 75% outside, 25% inside, these would be my solid choice. All around, still like an all-terrain, run, ruck, everything. I felt like I could do it in this boot. It felt like the most shoe-like as well. So I was very confident and comfortable in these boots, and I wore them the most. So if I could only pick one boot to do everything in, I'd pick these. If I was indoors slash kind of outdoors and wanted some nice boots, I'd pick the Anthems, the American-made ones. Great boots. Again, they could be great for outdoors as well, but I just like to keep these nice. And then if I just needed a down and dirty work boot where I'm just running around digging holes, building tents, that sort of thing, maybe driving Humvees and stuff, this is the boot I would pick for that. So yeah, hopefully that helps someone else out, gives you a quick down and dirty on how I use them and my practical use. I did rotate these out, obviously, so that's why you can see the most wear on these mid, and then these the last. So if I just needed to like have an OCP inspection or something like that, I'd toss these on. Hope that helps. Again, if you got any questions, let me know below. Again, thanks Garmont for hooking me up with these. The only issue I ever had was this eyelet kind of popped out, but not a big deal. Didn't notice anything about that, and the sizing was a little tight. Otherwise, these felt quality. I did run on the track for about 2 miles in these, and they felt comfortable. But again, I ran the most long miles in these, sprint running in these, which is unfortunate. They just became my good luck boots, so that's why I wore them for running days on test days. But yeah, anyways, hope everyone's doing well. If you have EOD questions, ask me. I can't help you too much. I've only been in the career field for like a year and a half, but I can do everything I can to help you out as far as Air Force side of prelim and schoolhouse from there. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. We'll do more off-road videos soon because we're hopefully leaving Hawaii sometime this summer, and we'll do more off-roading stuff. So thanks again for everyone who's followed along and who's watching this video. See you on the flip side. Thanks.